Didn't even get to cross.
Hello YouTube, what's going on? Today I am bringing you a tutorial to show you how to make your text pop a little bit more. You can use this to enhance your project, your videos, whatever it might be. This is a little trick I found. Just a little disclaimer, I am using Movie Studio 14 Platinum, not the Pro Edition. I have seen a lot of tutorials. I'm trying to get a little bit better at video editing, but I do notice that a lot of these people are using the Pro Edition, and I just don't have that type of money. I don't have the $400 or $500 that it costs to go Pro, so a lot of the features are missing, and I do see a lot of people just click here and do this, click here and do that, and I don't have all those options. So this is, I guess, the poor man's edition of text editing. We want to start with inserting a video track. Now this is a simple video track, nothing fancy. We're gonna make 2 of those. So just get some text, whatever your text is. Mine obviously Trouble Man. There's nothing special about this text, I just upped the scale on it, but aside from that, no outline, no shadow, nothing like that. So we got our text. Pretty boring, doesn't do anything. Now let's say we want a background on this. Let's say we want this as a background for it. Actually, we go into switches and we can take aspect ratio off. Now this is actually encompassing the front of our text. We cannot see our text because this is behind it. Whatever layer this is, it'll be behind this, or in front of this, I mean. So I would literally have to grab this, put it up here just for it to be a background, which is what I'm about to do. But first, let's do this. I'm gonna add another video track. I'm gonna bring this right there, and I'm gonna bring this down here because we're about to do something special with this. So there we have it. We have our cool looking text. I mean, it's just white text on a cool looking background. Nothing too poppy about this. What we can do though is, let's say we want our text to be red. We drop this in here. Actually, first let's do this. Let's say you want your text to be red. You go in here and you go to your properties and you change it to red, and now everything's nice and dandy, right? Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're going for, if you just want that. But if we keep that to white, it'll be for a reason. Here in a minute I'll let you know. But if you grab this and you drop this down here, again, this is covering everything under it. If you go into this right here, compositing mode, I don't have all those options the other guys have in the Pro Edition, but I do have this multiply mask. As soon as you hit that, now we're getting somewhere. But let's say you don't want this red to be on your background. Let's say you're like, nope, that doesn't look cool, it's too much red, I'm not, you know, whatever your excuse might be. You just want it on the words. So you go right here, actually you go right here and you see this button, it makes it a child. Essentially, this track will adopt anything under it as long as you hit this button. Bam. Now you got red text. This background is wrapping itself around this word. Okay? Now, let's say you're like, yeah, that's cool, red text, whatever. What if you want to make it look better? I can show you how to do that. Let's delete that. I found this wallpaper. I forgot where, but if you drop this in, all of a sudden that wallpaper magically wraps itself around the word. So now you have cool looking text, and that text has the actual mask applied to it. If you take this off, that becomes very apparent that that's not the effect you want. If you turn this on, now you have that. Now you want this on this, and what if you want it on this too? Because it's a pretty cool background. You take this out, bam, now you got everything with that. That's a cool looking thing right there. But I can do you one better. Let's say for whatever reason you got some back here that you want to make look cool, like flames or something. You want this to look cool. You can actually go into this mask layer, go right here. Now this is a cool trick I kind of learned a little bit. So let's say we're actually going to start on frame 1, but this doesn't really matter where you start. All you got to know is that you need to put this out here whenever you're done. So let's say well, actually this is our end result right here. That's our end result. So you just grab this, drag it over there, and you drop it there. Now when you come back over here, now watch this. It's moving. That is pretty cool effect if you want to do that with, again, like flames or something. You can also move the text around. If you grab the text, it's totally different because the text actually, whatever the background is on, that's what it's gonna show. As you can see right there, it actually moved with it. Let me show you again. If you grab this, you can see that the background is stationary, but the word is actually changing wherever you are doing. If you pay attention to this bubble right here, you can see it clip through all the way. You can actually clip it all the way through the whole word, which is something that's pretty cool. Now, second part to that is you can actually come in here, and let's say you want this on this again because you want to be cool. You just hit this button. Now you got everything going on. Now if you go back to the beginning, now that is scrolling through everything. And if that's the effect you wanted, now you got it.
Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Shooting stars. Didn't even get to cross.